In a land where lush fields stretched to the horizon, and the murmurs of nearby rivers filled the air, lay the ancient town of Sodom. Its people were prosperous, their homes adorned with intricate designs and bustling markets echoing with the clamor of trade. Yet, beneath this facade of prosperity, the city was riddled with vice and indulgence in sin that knew no bounds. Their most grievous transgression was their egregious defiance of natural order, engaging unabashedly in acts forbidden by the divine law. They mocked modesty and virtue, casting aside the instructions brought forth by the messengers before them. In the midst of this moral chaos, there lived Lot, a man of unwavering faith. He had been chosen by Allah to guide the people of Sodom back to a path of righteousness. His heart was burdened with the weight of his mission, yet it glowed with a steadfast belief in divine wisdom. With patience unimpaired by the magnitude of his task, he began his mission to spread the word of Allah to his people. Day after day, Lot stood in the public squares, addressing the crowds with a voice that resonated with sincerity and depth. "O my people," he called out, "fear Allah and follow the guidance that is best for you and your generations." He spoke of the beauty of family and the sanctity of love as designed by the Creator. He urged them to abandon their sinful practices and embrace a life of piety and virtue. But the people of Sodom turned a deaf ear to his pleas. They scoffed at his warnings. Their pride blinded them to the impending doom. Some were angered by his calls for repentance, seeing Lot as a disruptor of their hedonistic lifestyle. Despite their dismissiveness and hostility, Lot remained resolute, his heart brimming with compassion for their lost souls. The days in Sodom stretched into months, and Lot's words continued to fall upon deaf hearts. Yet he remained hopeful, finding solace in his fervent prayers and communion with Allah. Little did the people know, their disdainful rejection of Lot's message had set into motion the divine decree of their undoing. One evening, the tranquility of the twilight was shattered by the arrival of three strangers at Lot's humble dwelling. They were of noble countenance, concealed in human forms, and their presence radiated an aura of divine authority. Lot sensed their true nature and was filled with awe and unease. With grace, he welcomed them into his home, offering hospitality befitting those of noble stature. As night fell, whispers of the strangers' arrival spread like wildfire through the town. A restless mob gathered outside Lot's abode, their sinful curiosity piqued. The men of Sodom approached with ill intent, demanding that Lot present the strangers to them. In that moment of crisis, Lot's strength was both tested and magnified. He pleaded with the crowd to desist, urging them to respect his guests and heed Allah's commandments. "Would you bring disgrace upon yourselves? Do you not fear God's retribution?" Lot implored, but his words fell on hearts hardened by years of sin. The mob surged in their lustful fervor, their ignorance sealing their fate. It was then that the angels revealed their true forms to Lot, their divine presence illuminating the dark night. "Fear not, righteous Lot," they reassured him. "We are messengers from your Lord, sent to execute his decree."